could be root on Mr. 200 years. Shut down as many picks as possible. So it kind of funnels them into this Aatrox Akali coming in here as well, but it feels a little bit late. With Cubit coming in, oh, that Aatrox teleport way late. We should have Haru just smiting this down. Now let's see how this fight is going to go. Summit going into that World Ender, does get the double knockup with the double flash in response. Cubit kind of left all alone, doesn't flash away, didn't get the memo. He's a very talented player. I still have questions about whether he can carry this team by himself.
Yeah, I'm not so sure either.
Yeah, speaking of which. And, you know, you can't just feed kills over to the Aphelios because then this is going to happen. A great cast. One of the directions. And now Summit. Okay, well, this is unfair. 5 versus 1. Dove, I think you should probably turn around as, okay, well, they are going to have some help finally coming in. And actually, Summit gets away. Dove is not going to be able to say the same about himself. Root will be devoured, but he is frontlining big time. He is flashing into the fight, and now everybody on Hanwha is just gonna give up and run away with their tail between their legs once they saw big nobody else on the rift. He's the only one. And if I'm Hanwha, I don't really. I mean, they're trying to set up the big time flank, and maybe if they get root here, okay, they're gonna force the devour and then go for the fight. But Cuvée is gonna be spotted early. And just dove on here by Dove as immediately Gorilla is going to go down. I'm not sure that it matters, though. Aphelios still available. Oh, Tempt! A huge play! Unbelievable Tempt by himself is going to carry his team. And they are not going to lose this one thing as, oh, well, I may have spoke too soon.
The raid boss.
Summit is massive, but I think 1v4 might be a little bit too much to ask. As, okay, he is unbelievably strong, but it does not matter. Stopwatch is stronger than everything in this world of League of Legends, as Hanwha Life will move on. And on the map here with Mountain Drake spawning in 30 seconds.
Mountain Drake spawning in 30 is really scary. Oh no, Sandbox, they might walk face first into a trap. Never mind, Haru.
Yeah, Haru is going to start it off here. Summit was in the back line. Let's see what Tempt can do this time around. Thomas Kench, the first one to go down. And there we go again. Pulls the Aphelios right into the middle of the fight. But this time Summit is way too big. It doesn't matter that Aphelios is dead because Dove and Summit are able to do it alone. He is here in the top lane. I think that's Hanwha Life's only you know, chance here, as we do have the fight down here. They are going to continue on.
I think they might try to just backdoor.
Yeah, they're going for it. Look at Vista.
So many games like this.
Vista and Cuvée and Lehens all chasing them down, and here we go. The turret's in the way. They have to try to stop the backs at any chance here. The Nautilus is trying to back, but look at the base. We have the teleport coming in from Hanwha Life as well. And as I mentioned, this is the only way they would be able to win this game, and they have pulled it off somehow, some way. 30. As you were saying, LS, they shouldn't feel great after that win, and there were no screams of joy or, you know, relief or anything like that. It was kind of like sighs and just like, oh man, we didn't deserve to win that, but we did. Like, at least, thankfully, we were able to somehow pull that off. It's not the greatest feel, no doubt, on the side of Hanwha Life, but at least, you know, a win is a win, and they get ahead here in the series.
So, there's very limited 80 carry.
Just through his individual skill alone, somehow he can overcome draft loss and disadvantages in lanes and all this other stuff.
To the face, which broke his.
Yeah.
That was a run-on. Thank you, fellas.
Lehens in a bit of trouble here. He did not want to flash. I think if you're going to flash, just flash early. You got to get on the other side of that pillar.
I didn't even realize at the end of all of that that he was on top of Ward. I don't know what Jarvan's doing. What?
Now Cuvée is here and is going to force the fight under the turret. That's a turret shot. Summit is going to die.
With the flank. I don't know what they're doing.
Okay, trying to set up this knockup as Cube is just going straight head first in as they were going 2v5 for so long on this one. Tempt was so late to the fight as he took the extreme backdoor approach to getting into this one, and now it is going all the direction of, well, actually it's Cube. It's all the direction of Cube.
Dragon. Valdez, I did actually just recheck my notes here. Yeah, that is not something that you want to do. Okay, well, Cube.
Oh, Cube is just going to be bopped down just like that. And the Taric ultimate comes in as, yeah, Emperor's Divide to get away from this one. Summit in the front line with full health, just going to dominate them. A real mess of a team fight coming in there from Hanwha Life as all the flashes are going to be picked up. And they take down 3. It's going to be played out in this manner as... Speaking of which, Cube going for another trade here. Never afraid, it seems. But he's got to worry about this pillar that should be coming in as he's just going to try to turn around as, oh boy. I think he tried to get behind him but failed and is now 1v2 and is looking pretty rough to predict which angle she's going to come from and how exactly to approach this trade. But they are going to try. Cube spotted with the ward now. See where he wants to come from. He's going to join his team once again. The knockup by Gorilla not going to work out, and here we go. Getting into the backline, trying to force the Featherstorm, and there it is. As now Summit getting into the backline himself. The Ocean Drake will go the way of Sandbox's Cube. All alone in the backside is just going to go down. Summit still somehow alive here. As, he's just out of range for Tempt. He actually was able to bait this as now Dove might go down, but no, is able to flash away with his W. As a very all-over-the-place team fight is once again going to go the way of Sandbox as a double kill and the Ocean Drake staying up at least from these trades. But we do have Rakan coming down here. This trade is going to be taken by Summit, easily able to sidestep that Haymaker as well with the Rakan coming up here.
And I think the only way that Hanwha Life can possibly win here is an ace at this team fight into Ocean Capture, into Baron.
Well, the Darvin's just going to die as the ultimate is not going to get there on time, and Rakan gets into the backline. Tempt is trying to get in there with this shield, is barely staying alive, but Punch is going to punch him in the back there and to finish him off. Lahen's the only one left alive. He is looking absolutely outrageous, at least. Okay, just trying to go for one last desperate engage. They are going to get on top of Root, but he's got the best item in the game, Mr. Stopwatch, and he also is Zaya, so easily able to disengage. After that, everybody's being picked off on the side of Hanwha Life. Down will go Summit. They have a massive wave down here in the bottom side, and they're going to use that to push on and take the victory. Not a very close game number 2. We were actually hyping up Hanwha Life and saying that they should be able to win this one, as they're actually not going to finish the game.
Buffer, although there's not a whole bunch of skill shots going on here.
Try for it once again, but Gorilla is going to get in the back line. Great engage, and the Emperor's Divide not able to do anything when you're this far behind. You don't even have turrets to help you out, as this will be the clean ace going the way of Sandbox, as they will force a game number 3 up against Hanwha Life here, showing them who is boss. And they take down the Nexus, as Summit crushed in the top lane even after he did not have a great start.
Until we can know in what inch Senna and Tom Kench, there is a lot of late game scaling and a lot of individual capability here, especially with Summit piloting the Akali. The initial mountain. Hanwha Life might try to take this team fight. They have Cube from the north.
Yeah, this is going to be from downtown. Unfortunately, isn't going to land on anything. Set in a bit of trouble, but Haru is able to flash out of there, and he actually gets the Rift Herald as well, as Tempt in the backline is doing so much, and he's actually going to survive as well. Summit and Punch, this fight is all over the place, but for Hanwha Life, definitely a nice little win here. We talked about the scaling within their composition. They're able to pick up the Rift Herald as well, although Vista, I don't believe, is going to have much luck.
Yeah. The Cloud Dragon, it's not super big, but could end up meaning something. There we go.
Double knockup with the Cataclysm as Punch gets in there after the suplex. He's going to be devoured up as Misfortune desperately trying to push them back. Not quite able to, though, here as Summit is going to survive. See, all 5 members from both teams, they understand how important these Ocean Drakes are. You can see that Summit trying to come in there from behind Cuvée. Going to get poked down a bunch. Nice little zoom in there onto the soldiers. They're going to find the Jarvan as Haru is looking for some kind of engage, but the spread from Sandbox is too good. They're just going to try to force it and flash in, but immediately Set's going to go down, and 3 are going to be pushed into the river and swept underneath as down they will go. Life does have, but unfortunately too many stumbles along the way has led it to where we are here. Knock up from Cuvée, but immediately just gets bonked on the head by multiple soldiers. Root shoots him in the face. There's 3 cannons up in the top side that are buffed by the Baron buff. Down will go the 2 turrets. And will they push on and take the Nexus is the real question. Sandbox just taking it slow. Another knockup comes in from Cuvée, but again, no follow-up as he's going to get knocked up himself. There's the bullet time, but Punch does have the stone plate to stay alive. Summit, though, the brand damage is actually doing a great job, and in goes Tempt, but he's going to get dunked by the Senna. It's really up to Lehens, I feel, to try to get this back, as, oh man, Haru is going to get that one haymaker down at the last second, but it is not going to be enough as Lehens tried his very best, but it was not enough. They're going to try to get this kill right before the Nexus goes down. Stomp, and as we always say, it is kind of hard to vote for one player when it is a bit of a stomp like this, because it was more of a team effort from the side of Sandbox, as that one actually ended before 30 minutes. So a bit faster than some of the other games that we have had here previously. The, things to take from this game,